I'm Michael Sangster, CEO of NACC. Join me and Gale Force Winds for special conversations here at the North American Education Convention.
Well, I'm Alan Dale from Gale Force Winds here, day 2 at the North America Career Education Convention in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada. So many great conversations we've had over the last couple of days. So much collaboration happening, so much new tech being talked about. But at the end of the day, it's all about providing students the best opportunities they possibly can get through their education journey, and then jobs at the other end. These folks are making a huge difference, and I like meeting them one by one. And on that note, why don't you introduce yourself? Tell us what you do.
So I'm Michael Mcallister. I am the COO for the National Association of Career Colleges. We are partners with CQ, the host for this fantastic conference.
Talk to me day in, day out. What does your job look like at NACC?
Well, I retired from the sector, so I did start by teaching, but I worked in a private college for 25 years. So when I retired at the end of the year, I had been on the board, the National Association of Career College Board, multiple times over the 25 years. Love what they do, want to help any way I can, and the opportunity came to become the COO and help with the operational side of the association. And because of my background in the sector for 25 years, we thought it was just a perfect fit, and it has been. Thoroughly enjoying what I'm doing.
Talk to me about your journey through the sector. You taught for a while, and what was all that like for you? What was it about the sector that caught you so early?
So I got caught up in the sector as a student. So I was finishing my PhD in a field that was at the time diminishing. And I was already married, kids, and I didn't want to move away, complete my studies and then have to move away, and the great thing about, this is before online, of course, so great thing about private colleges, it was usually local. If you went to school in there, you were trying to find a job, the relationships were with employers right there, and that's what I wanted. I wanted to finish and find employment in this, because I already had kids, wife, everybody's there, kind of want to stay there. So that's how I found a private college. I didn't even know they existed before, and I was a couple of years away from finishing a PhD. So it was great that I found them, and what they had helped do was just help me apply what I already knew into, it's the late 90s, so technology. It's like everything I knew, which I knew I was doing, but I didn't really know I was doing it on a computer, learn how to, turn that into a computer programmer, even though I was studying ancient history, archaeology, things like that, nothing to do with the computerized world, but they just helped me put all those skills into something practical that an employer wanted and employed before I graduated. And that's what got me into it. So all of this time, since I was teaching university, while most people working on their PhD are teaching in some way. So I had a lot of years of teaching experience. And I found, well, wouldn't it be great to teach what I do now? Because I love what I'm doing now, but I still love teaching. So that's when I turned to the private sector and started teaching computer programming. Because that's what I did now, and so that was just a perfect fit, and that's how I got into the sector, working for it, and just, it's the same. You're taking people that were in the same situation I was in, and maybe different. Maybe it's not they're overeducated in some other field, but they need those skills. They need those skills to be working, usually around where they already live. And that's what our sector does best. It's relationships with companies.
Yeah, a perfect way to describe it all. You were touched by it, changed you, and now you're watching it play out in a different role. Talk to me about the importance of the collaboration right now between NACC and CQ.
Well, it's funny because you look at them and one is so much bigger than the other. I mean, CQ in the United States. Is massive compared to our Canadian, our private education Canada, but we still go through the same things and we still do the same things. It still always comes down to relationships with employers, and it's still students that are coming to you because they want a job. That's number one on their list. So we do all the other things to keep them. You get them because we're going to get you a job, but then you're still giving them those soft skills they need, because it is really. It's great to have the skills, but you still got to be the one that's going to show up. So those things. You're going to show up. You're going to do the work, and Well, we usually tell them when you meet them, they passed your entrance exams, you've got the skills to do this. All you've got to do is participate. Participate daily and do it work, and it will work out. And everybody, life gets in the way. Another strength for our sector, Canada and the States, is that you take the time to talk to those people and help them over that hurdle, because it's so easy to just, as we know from retention numbers in public university and college, it's so easy to just walk away. And online, it's even easier now. It's just easy to give up and think, I shouldn't have done that, and go do something else, get this. But I mean, we go out of our way to make sure, no, we can help you. And help you get over this, get you back on track. And that's, of course, a lot easier online now, especially with asynchronous material. If you're in a group and everybody's going ahead and you drop, you fall behind, it's difficult. But now there's so many advancements in technology that help a student catch up or do a module apart from a group, because all that information is so clearly presented.
Staying on the technology front for a second, you look around here, the amount of vendors that are in the room, and 50% of them are sort of tech-based. Talk to me about the changes and the excitement in that area that you see.
Yeah, and again, it's AI that is changing things so quickly, and you talk to some old school instructors that might be afraid of it because they're thinking a student is going to use it to cheat and just take shortcuts, but you need to embrace it, because it's going to help someone learn the way they best learn, because it'll adapt to the way that someone the different generation Y, Z, the way people think, the way they interact. AI can do all that and just customize your training the way you want to learn, the way you need to learn to maximize the voyage for you. And I think that's key. So that's where a lot of it comes from. And a lot of these vendors operate in both countries, so it's great to come down here, and if they don't, they start to. It's a virtual world now, so you can easily operate in both. We'll have to charge a tariff, though, if they're going to come up to Canada, because that's what they're going to do.
An absolute pleasure being in conversation with you. Certainly appreciate your lens. 2.5 decades, you've been around the block. It changed you. You've touched it. You're helping others along the way. Appreciate you being in the conversation.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for watching Gale Force Winds from Las Vegas. Check out NACC.ca and career.org to learn more about NACC and CQ.